Once upon a millennium, somewhere where the wind begins, an Imagineer set out on a desolate journey into the minds of the masses. Carried through time upon the wings of the spirit of music, she made it her life's work to deliver a piece of that spirit unto the ears and imaginations of anyone willing to listen and to dream. As an unlikely prospect for success in the realm of hip-hop culture, her efforts became strenuous and labored over time. Her manuscript became the text for self-preservation in a bitter and cutthroat game of life experiences. Hence, a genuine artist was conceived and thrust forth into the world. Many MCs plotted and conspired to silence her. Some gave her dap. Some just scattered in chaotic fear of an unpleasant lyrical extinction. And those MCs, with the respect and stamina necessary to endure, joined forces with this solitary genius to bring you the album, The Lyricist, rich in its authenticity, musical warmth, and fatness. Truer words were never spoken than those within this underground masterpiece, assembled by artists and professionals from every walk of life imaginable. Heads, those bearing weapons, set them down. Those uttering the poisonous words of a racist, sexist, or player hater's ill intentions, be silent. Spirit of music is bigger than you. And as it passes through you for the next hour in the form of rhythm and rhyme, consider yourself anointed, if just for a moment, as we humbly thank you for your support.
What's this? Yeah. From the East Coast to the West Coast, back to the East Coast. The CYRYUS from the 9-7 to the 9-8 into the next millennium. Right. So
You ain't ready.
Yeah. 6 million ways to cry, but I choose none. I paid my dues up in this bitch and now I demand a refund. Somebody please tell me how I'm supposed to get my groove on when every time I pick up the mic to rhyme, you tell me I gotta make up a new song. Nobody wants to hear your personal business unless of course it's his business as well as yours. Now get your foot out the door so I can slam it in your face. Ambitions erase, condition critical, cynical thoughts dominate my psyche. What I might be just at the tip of my fingers. The stench of oppression lingers long after the maniacal laughter fades into the distance. That's why all your forces will be met with resistance, casting you into a light that you'll be well advised to avoid, and all your memories will be destroyed. I render you helpless. Sometimes I think you got love in your heart for me. Sometimes I think you think I'm a dope MC. Sometimes I'm certain I can recognize my enemies, but sometimes not. Sometimes I think you got love in your heart for me. Sometimes I think you think I'm a dope MC. Sometimes I'm certain I can recognize my enemies, but sometimes not. Life is short, every second counts. Through the rebirth of identity I announce to you my true calling. I'm through falling helplessly into your trance. I'm no longer doing the dance of death. My breath is hot upon the back of your neck. I'm not about to sacrifice an ounce of my intellect. My poetry reflects nothing without the solitary genius behind it. Unravel and unwind it, the messages is loud and clear in your eyes and your ears all day. Scare tactics with the whack shit you force upon my chest, but I'm gonna get it off now, set it off like Latifah, settling for the contact from the reefer. A creeper through the halls of the rich and the famous, put my prose upon they walls, yet I still remain nameless, anonymous, synonymous with. Sometimes I think you got love in your heart for me. Sometimes I think you think I'm a dope MC. Sometimes I'm certain I can recognize my enemies, but sometimes not. Sometimes I think you got love in your heart for me. Sometimes I think you think I'm a dope MC. Sometimes I'm positive I can recognize my enemies, but sometimes not. One MC sacrifices another one's salvation. Friend, Enemy of my enemy, subject to interpretation. Now solitude has wakened the worst in me, or perhaps the best. Cause life has a design all its own, and this is a test, as is being helpless to a degree. But I never picked the fruit of that forbidden tree. Meanwhile, living in exile, the solitary genius plots her course in the eye of a culture storm, and yet the victim of its force. She toiled and she tinkered and she pondered and she wrote, sweating little drops of blood over each rhyme and every note. An unordinary MC under extraordinary circumstances. The incense dwindled as the candlelight danced across her book of rhymes with the bass lines and the bell chimes. The city skyline for inspiration, and behold, a masterpiece has taken shape in the throes of creation. Yeah. Sometimes I think you got love in your heart for me. Sometimes I think you think I'm a dope MC, right? Sometimes I'm certain I can recognize my enemies, but sometimes not. Sometimes I think you got love in your heart for me. Sometimes I think you think I'm a dope MC, right? Sometimes I'm certain I can recognize my enemies, but sometimes not. Sometimes I think you got love in your heart for me. Sometimes I think you think I'm a dope MC. Sometimes I'm positive I can recognize my enemies, but sometimes not. Sometimes I think you got love in your heart for me. Sometimes I think you think I'm a dope MC, right? Sometimes I'm certain I can recognize my enemies, but sometimes not. Sometimes I think you got love in your heart for me. Sometimes I think you think I'm a dope MC. Sometimes I'm positive I can recognize my enemies, but sometimes not. Right. All the many millions, dozens of millions. You getting shelved due to lyrical content. You lacking creativity and your style's inconsistent, strangely reminiscent of the one that I got. But it's complimentary, I suppose. I guess you know if you fake the funk, your nose grows even bigger than mine. It's a bad time you do that. Familiarity breeds contempt, which causes indentations in your head with a bat. Now I ain't the brat, but I can give it to ya. I can see through ya, cause I got X-ray vision, 20/20 with my third eye. A view like a bird's eye. We get up close and personal. Dig deep into my arsenal. Fuck around and hit you with the heaviest artillery. SED stretches from LA to South Philly. Your rhymes, they sound silly, like a love song. Sacrificing quality for quantity, cause you take too long to get to the fucking point and call it a freestyle. Making the crowd get pissed off and hostile. Your train of thought gets lost while I play verbal games that be fucking with your mind. You're running out of time, so watch your step before you fall off, break your fucking neck. Biolyrical warfare. Right, yeah. I play verbal games that be fucking with your mind. You're running out of time, so watch your step before you fall off and break your fucking neck in biolyrical warfare. Right. So who the fuck died and gave you the gift of prophecy? I can see you shaking in your shoes. Chill bumps break out all over your body. I figure these are clues that you're not all you pretend to be. I turn a deaf ear to your performance, which offends me and sends me inevitably into a frenzy. I need not raise my voice nor my hands to you. My plans for you exceed the typical measures. Your reputation bleeds as I sever your vocal cords like pimps be putting chokeholds on local whores outside liquor stores. Do you really trust your senses now to tell you the fucking truth? My tongue is a lyrical sniper that strikes you from the roof of my mouth. Them knuckleheads slept on my skills down south, but all them bad days come into play here in the present. It says in your Bible that the meek inherit the earth. For what it's worth, I've read the whole thing from cover to cover and discovered that's a lie. What you said about my love now. I play verbal games that be fucking with your mind. You're running out of time, so watch your step before you fall off and break your fucking neck in biolyrical warfare. Right. I play verbal games that be fucking with your mind. You're running out of time, so watch your step before you fall off and break your fucking neck in biolyrical warfare. Bitch. My primary psychological function is confrontation, intimidation, contributing to the death of your imagination, therefore leaving you speechless. Another MC vanishes into the very farthest reaches of a lyrical black hole, taken into custody by the whack MC patrol. Haven't we revoked your poetic license like twice since you first picked up the mic in 96 and you was molded, pouting and mumbling shit about politics and being devoted. Before he could actually dominate on the mic, you gotta first learn how to hold it. Weren't you knowing? That's why nobody's listening when you're flowing. Projection, delivery, so your voice don't sound quivery and contaminated with distortion, making your shows disasters of biblical proportions. In the Cypher, respect is first and everything else is secondary, cause dope MCs come out and will work to fuck you up like Hellraiser, and your suffering will be legendary. I play verbal games that be fucking with your mind. You're running out of time, so watch your step before you fall off and break your fucking neck in Biolyrical Warfare. Right. I play verbal games that be fucking with your mind. You're running out of time, so watch your step before you fall off and break your fucking neck in Biolyrical Warfare. I play verbal games that be fucking with your mind. You're running out of time, so watch your step before you fall off and break your fucking neck in Biolyrical Warfare. This shit ain't no fucking game. I play verbal games that be fucking with your mind. You're running out of time, so watch your step before you fall off and break your fucking neck like he did, and she did, and they did. That motherfucker, that whackers. I ain't reading shit. Yeah. So which is bigger? One love or positivity? I put the paper made to the pen tab to induce my creativity. Sketching a poetic picture of myself. It helps to know there's competition waiting in the wings. Doesn't it? Wasn't it you that taught me to seek perfection with everything I do? And you wonder why there's something that seems to separate you and I guess I'll just get up and go inside of myself where God lives. God gives me all the tools I need. As I'm kicking it here on standby, he came to me in a dream saying you don't need nobody else's wings for you to fly. Now spread your lyrical wings to take flight and touch the sky. My headstrong, ever so sensitive child, a flower growing wild, telling such a sad story, but adversity puts me in all my glory, so test me then. Yeah, right. The lava rises higher,
the lyrical barbed wire.
we're casting MCs into that hellfire. The lava rises higher,
The lyrical barbed wire.
as we casting MCs into the hellfire. The lava rises higher,
The lyrical barbed wire.
as we casting MCs into the hellfire. Right.
With these metaphors spreading deep within my skin, giving me character no matter what the weather may be or time changes. Strange things getting stranger. Can't believe in Fantasia. Oh wait a second, no time to. The rhymes, the food, the flows, the plate ready to be eaten. Fleeing, no not I, and I double K-I. When serious, the mind is blown cause the unknown can't touch. No clutch this. It is that power of thinking, speaking with spoken in words. Code green to the extreme. Come again so I can hear the someone's knocking at my door. The sweetest thing I ever known is to make my natural self shown.
The lava rises higher,
The lyrical barbed wire.
as we casting MCs into the hellfire. The lava rises higher,
The lyrical barbed wire.
as we casting MCs into the hellfire. The lava rises higher,
The lyrical barbed wire.
as we casting MCs into the hellfire. Whack motherfuckers. Yeah.
There you go.
I know there's something underneath your surface. For a minute there you frustrated me, but it's not really worth it. I exhale the poison from my lungs as intimidation speaks to me in 1,000 different tongues. Now you know you can't compete with my mentals. We off on two separate missions and writing lyrics to the same instrumentals. When the same opportunity knocks at two different doors. It's supposed to create unity, but instead it wages war. What a shame. Well, welcome to the game. I say peering through the windows to your mind frame. All off on that, I gotta get mine at anybody's cost. Keeping a safe distance, I realize that you just lost. Right. The lava rising higher,
The lyrical barbed wire.
as we casting MCs into the hellfire. The lava rises higher,
The lyrical barbed wire.
as we casting MCs into the hellfire. The lava rises higher,
The lyrical barbed wire.
as we casting MCs into the fucking hellfire.
Bye.
Hope you enjoy that shit, right?
Call 911.
Bye bye.
Get the fuck out of here.
At night I lay awake and wait for daybreak. These halls is empty, but my mind is filled with visions of things I had to learn the hard way. I never seen nobody look in my eyes the way she looked in my eyes. I was the first one and the last one listening to her son's cries, standing in the silence as his spirit passed on, blasted on for no particular reason. I consider this high treason for the simple fact they smoked him from the back. Punk little ass trick couldn't even look at me in his face, and he blew his own brains out cause he was too much of a bitch to catch a murder case. Nevertheless, I pray that both their souls is blessed. That's how I rest, on the outside looking into my face is pressed against the glass. His mother took my hand and she asked me what it was he said last. If anything, I guess I could've told her whatever, something sentimental to maybe it make her feel better. But I was at a loss for words, trying to separate myself from what I'd heard so I could explain and give her somewhere to place the blame as the rise began to rain. If I had the right words, the truth be heard, the tears of a poet's all I got upon these pages and they cry for you. If I had the right words, the truth be heard, the tears of a poet's all I got upon these pages and they cry for you. If I had the right words, the truth be heard, the tears of a poet's all I got upon these pages and they cry for you. They cry for you. I made myself at home wherever I had to. This negativity adds to the stress of having next to nothing left. I don't mean to complain, I see these lonely crazy people sleeping in the rain. Every time I look outside my window I'm reminded. Every time the wind blow I smell liquor staining the street, sweat be staining my bed sheets. For the life of me I just can't seem to get a good night's sleep. Arguing with the devil through those I'm only trying to help, bringing me down to their level where their spiritual health is failing, fishtailing out of control. You gifted but your talent lies so deep within your soul you change your whole stilo. My alter ego raises her hands up to God, praying that thy staff and thy rod comfort me, cause I'm tired of being sick of being tired. If I had the right words, the truth be heard, the tears of a poet's all I got upon these pages and they cry for you. If I had the right words, the truth be heard, the tears of a poet's all I got upon these pages and they cry for you. If I had the right words, the truth be heard, the tears of a poet's all I got upon these pages. You cry for me. If I had the right words, 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 the truth be heard, the tears of a poet's all I got upon these pages and they cry for you. If I had the right words, the truth be heard, the tears of a poet's all I got upon these pages. Do you cry for me? If I had the right words, the truth be heard, the tears of a poet's all I got upon these pages and they cry for you. You cry for me? If I had the right words, if I only had the right words, if I had the right words, these pages cry for you. They cry for my uncle. They cry for Moses. They cry for Oscar. And all these young people, older people, don't matter. People go before their time. implement my gifts as the wind shifts, changing courses. Carry me to my next destination where the forces of evil are nowhere to be found. I place my hands upon the earth and kiss the underground. Sabotage me all you like, but you cannot break my spirit. My strategy is to clear it from my subconscious. My conscious proceeds and continues to elevate. Even you, see, I can celebrate your season too. I don't need a reason to place conditions. I'm watching all your moves as you obtain your recognition. Now I know why you ducking and dodging your karma. I continue to grow. Never bitter though, I wonder, could this be the thunder before the rain? That shit lines what Booker said when they taught me the rules of the game. But I keep rushing towards the end zone, broken and bloody. I'm not your buddy, nor am I your understudy. God bless the child that's got his own means to an end. Right, yeah, uh-huh. They say money makes the world go round, but I think it's fear. My pen cried black tears into the pages of my book of rhymes when I wrote this. Get out of my head, I can't focus. You distract me. I demand you give my spirit and my mind back to me. Instead I fiend for caffeine and nicotine. I scream for ways to cope. Give me a rope so I can hang myself, swinging from the branches of my broken family trees. Cause everyone I ever loved will be the death of me. I sever the ties. I've loved you to the best of my abilities. A genuine, exclusive passion fills me, touching my life in a fashion in which nothing can be duplicated. We discovered each other way back when the game was not so complicated. I've given you everything I have over time, and everything I do, no matter what it is, I got you on my mind. But I don't understand, is it me? I mean, every chance I get, I write your poetry, so you know it'd be a very special place in my heart just for you. But lately I've been wondering if you love me like you used to, like back when we was kids. Right. The way you treating me these days got me wondering if you really ever did. How can something based on positivity be mistaken? One minute you beg me not to quit you, and the next I've been forsaken. Damn, this game is a trip. What you looking at? I swing that mood too rude like strawberry. Be swinging a bat and brain ya, stain ya. Cranium with crimson, motherfucker swims in my political pool. Theoretical tools on my device, from which I pump fear into the hearts of the scandalous. I only speak the truth, which is why you cannot handle this. So get your fucking mitts off my image, let it go. My back is to the wind, so let it blow like the project. Underground logic gets me through the days on end with my struggle, praying that I never have to wake up in a bloody puddle. Subtle is the voice of oppression. It whispers in my ear like a priest in confession, cause every move I make is a sin. I walk around life on needles and pins cause y'all's pricks. I may be sick in the head, but I ain't twisted, bizarre, strange, or deranged. I'm confident my lyrics remain on your brain. You grab your motherfucking skull from the pain. So check. Yeah.
In front of me, blackness, not heaven, but this is just as good. I see all aspects surrounded by devils and good guys. Everything's different now in light degrees. My mind is 360, an idea considered risky. I'll raise you 3 and take those odds with me. We come from all places, thuggish ghettos, T-uppy suburbs. Mentalities differ from born killer to soft and lovebird. Watching us got us linked to all those things they can't conceptualize because they see the world through bitter, black, and hard and trained eyes.
It's terrible what I be doing to MCs when I'm pursuing the true in this industry, but there's no gap between you and me, the lyricist. You're hearing this clearing this up for future generations. This station isn't smart enough to tutor me in a free session, confessing to guessing on multiple choice questions. I'm less than the rest, not testing, but still blessing your section. Almost perfection, right backwards like an erection. Simple run right by you without even the slightest detection, like the early stages of an infection. Sections the anus, no candies in your veins, so when it's swollen, leave it painless. Shamefully enough, I'll leave you nameless and stuffed in a box. Destination aimless, but you're in a school of hard knocks. Pop shocks to jocks, get jocked, don't cock. don't hit blocks with Glocks. We get paid to rock spots, leaving knots on heads and white dots on bedspreads, twisting MCs up like dreads. Excellent like Bill and Ted, coming from the head and be exhausted at the end of the day. So if you want some like Ill and Al, come around my way.
I can hear the tears as they rolling down your face. Call your mom, tell her you's a fucking disgrace. Subliminally I pace back and forth across your mind. I must, cause every time you bust I hear my rhymes. Outside my window you stand with a pen in hand, ready to make notations, perimeter violation. But I'm prepared for confrontation, we could do this. You crossed my boundaries, so now I search and dice these perpetrators. Single-handedly I eliminate your whole thought process. I'm blessed with the powers of persuasion. Your life is like an empty rap page, you need a drama, should I fill it? Nah, I kinda like suspense and that'll kill it. You and all your lyrical mishaps, bitch thought she was slick, tried to clown me and I snapped.
I crack heads like cocaine, maintain to remain, to be the tightest, don't tell. Keep it secret like arcane, exploding onto track, twisting facts, breaking backs. My sound like liquid Drano, cause it powers through your ear. Wax blacks, we playing, hating, contemplating, and debating. Acting like bitches, I'll be excelling while they wait. I give you a scenario to see if you can get this. Me against you equals power versus powerlessness. Is this the end of your beginning? You haven't started. I write your rhyme, but I'm afraid the flow is just retarded. Let's begin again. Let's have some lunch at Bennigan's. But if you don't come in new, I have to check your chin again. Then again, maybe I won't. Maybe you would drop during delivery. Cause if I'd have been a doctor to wipe you from your mama's memory, I crack heads like cocaine. Maintain to remain, to be the tightest, don't tell. Keep it secret. Keep it secret. Small commercial break, folks.
Flesh of my flesh, your spirit calls to me, still unseen, floating around like a dust speck. It gives me cause to recollect upon the shadows of my past. We made do with what we had, our treasures they trash. A child that could lay up in the grass and watch the clouds all day, just thinking. 20 years later, past the stages of dropping LSD and drinking myself sick. The biological clock begins to tick. Change is coming on quick, fast, in a hurry. My image in the mirror becomes a blurry distortion of what it used to be. Now all of a sudden I'm not used to me. The hour is upon me with the need to create life. I've dreamt the view, the perfect house, the beautiful life. It's all there in mental photographs. On behalf of the Mother, Father, Holy Ghost, I love you too the most of anything in this world. Watch you grow into a woman, from a girl or from a boy into a man. But time slipping away like it was sand through my hands. Send me an angel. Send me an angel. Send me an angel. Send me an angel. My child, tugging at the sleeves of my subconscious. Your life to be breathed through my lungs. Your experience is seen through my eyes with the things that I have done. In my dreams while I'm asleep, I've seen your face. Newborn to the world and nothing in it can take your place. I wonder how that feels when it's for real. In my dreams it feels like butterflies in my stomach doing cartwheels. Cause every single inch of you is perfect like the petals on a rose. How I'ma take my eyes off you, only heaven knows. I never used to trip off no baby. If someone was to ask me, I'd probably tell them no or maybe. Funny how involuntary changes have their way with you. Get all up in your head and then they stay with you. Yeah. knows? With each step I took, I grew closer to taboo, closer to you, to the fantasies we not supposed to have, but we do. There was rain and the wind seemed to whisper your name. A trail of rose petals led to an empty picture frame. I searched through every room by way of candlelight for hours, but the clock on the wall was stuck at midnight. Marble statuettes cast shadows in neon tapestries of velvet, silk, and chiffon. I saw your silhouette waiting in the yellow moonlight. You turned to me and smiled, saying you were right. Domination versus submission. Liberate your secret inhibitions. Listen closely to temptation, let it serenade you. But when the sunrise wakes you in the morning, just remember, I wouldn't trade you for nothing in this world. My imaginary lover, my turn. Cause your excess baggage makes for my limited access. They waging war against my spirit and my thought process, and have the nerve to say no one is free while others are oppressed. And yet your face is still covered with disinterest, but you're doing your own thing, a portrait of success. Congratulations, you've been nominated Best Supporting Actress. I certainly hope the enemy is impressed. Now I carry the struggle on my shoulders cause I've inherited your stress. Soaking it up like Kotex, repossess your community past. Now you're trespassing at your own address, begging for a stay of execution. The prosecution rests.
Up steps the horizon, ain't apologizing for nothing. Pushing buttons, the silhouette showing cause the fog's too thick. Treat me in the feeling with one foot in front of the other. I got a younger brother and sister to dig for. Let me rock the microphone, we walk alone no matter who's following. My need to love what I'm doing, flying in for a purpose. I better write some rhymes. I'm thinking all the time.
So whose disciple are you now? He worked through me to comfort you in your time of need somehow, helping you pick up the pieces of your shattered, broken world, cause you was my homegirl. Accepted you for your flaws and never needed to place conditions, reflecting on my position, how spiritually I collapsed. A momentary lapse to when my faith was my fear. Disappointment streamed down my face for the loss of 4 years. So the devil paid me a visit, appearing next to me on my bed. I couldn't actually see him, but I could hear him in my head saying, go ahead, put that belt around your neck, it'll get you respect. But the more I'd recollect upon the best friend I ever had, the Lord was able to speak to me till I really didn't feel so bad anymore. True, you chose to close that chapter, but he opened another door. My faith restored unto the way, the truth, and the light once again, which began the first day of the rest of my life, my friend.
I come that you might have life.
Right.
Not that you might stay in pain, but that you might have life. Not that you might look for me everywhere but where I am, but that you might have life. And it's a free choice.
The devil got a plan, they wanna take me down with him. But me, Michael, and the other angels gon' get it. Split him from his neck to his private. When I get mad, I get violent. I don't need a sidekick. I do things solo like Han. I'd rather stay calm than invade like Genghis Khan. But Lord, please make the devil at ease. On my back like a spine, jelly trying to take mine. I guess that's why I'm living in the car, eating out the trash with people I used to watch from afar. This world's trying to deceive me. I'm good to my girl, but I'm scared she's gonna leave me. Let this whole world bereave me. I put a Glock to my head and splat my brains across the TV. I'm screaming out without a larynx, waiting for Christ, dripping tears on my crucifix.
God wants the best for you. God will not have you going in some place so dark you can't see. God will not have you reaching out to something you don't know what it is you're pulling toward you. God will not have you that low in your self-esteem or that low in your mind that you would choose anything but God to try to bring you up out of your pit. That's not the will of God for you.
Oh, ye of little faith, be not discouraged by the fallacies of man as he continues to meddle with powers that he does not understand. Somebody's dying in the distance in the direction of the promised land, hoping to find peace, soul searching for the best way to release pressure. See no evil, hear no evil, speak to no one of lesser spiritual esteem. Beat me over the head with Genesis chapter 18. Forgive them, Mother, Father, for they know not what they do. Like, do unto others things they never do to you. See, pride goeth before the greatest fall. Never confronting your conscience as you ball out of control. Don't you know you're submitting to the creator of higher lows? It only stands to reason you'd seek discipline through fear. But yo, I'm still here, waiting for something magical to happen. Why you laughing that he got dirty clothes and holes in his shoes? Yet but for the grace of God, there goes you.
Now the world might say it's okay for us to misuse and abuse each other. But those of us who are risen with Christ have another law that we must follow. And that law does not allow us to misuse and abuse each other. For Christ is not partaking of that kind of mind. Amen?
flesh of my flesh. Your spirit calls to me, still unseen, floating around like a dust speck. It gives me cause to recollect upon the shadows of my past. We may do with what we had, our treasures they trash. A child that could lay up in the grass and watch the clouds all day, just thinking. 20 years later, past the stages of dropping LSD and drinking myself sick. The biological clock begins to tick. Change is coming on quick, fast, in a hurry. My image in the mirror becomes a blurry distortion of what it used to be. Now all of a sudden I'm not used to me. The hour is upon me with the need to create life. I've dreamt of you, the perfect house, the beautiful life. It's all there in mental photographs. On behalf of the Mother, Father, Holy Ghost, I love you to the most of anything in this world. Watch you grow into a woman, from a girl or from a boy into a man. But time slipping away like it was sand through my hands.
Send me an angel. Send me, 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 send me an angel. Send me, send me, send me, send me, send me, send me.
My child, tugging at the sleeves of my subconscious. Your life to be breathed through my lungs. Your experience is seen through my eyes with the things that I have done. In my dreams while I'm asleep, I've seen your face. Newborn to the world and nothing in it can take your place. I wonder how that feels when it's for real. In my dreams it feels like butterflies in my stomach doing cartwheels. Cause every single inch of you is perfect, like the petals on a rose. How I'ma take my eyes off you, only heaven knows. I never used to trip off no baby. If someone was to ask me, I'd probably tell them no or maybe. Funny how involuntary changes have their way with you. Get all up in your head and then they stay with you. Yeah.
Send me an angel. Send me, send me, send me, send me an angel. Send me, send me, send me, send me, send me an angel. Send me.
My imaginary lover, yes, I dreamt of you too. It was mahogany staircase. With each step I took, I grew closer to taboo, closer to you, to the fantasies we're not supposed to have, but we do. There was rain and the wind seemed to whisper your name. A trail of rose petals led to an empty picture frame. I searched through every room by way of candlelight for hours, but the clock on the wall was stuck at midnight. Marble statuettes cast shadows in neon tapestries of velvet, silk, and chiffon. I saw your silhouette waiting in the yellow moonlight. You turned to me and smiled, saying you were right. Domination versus submission. Liberate your secret inhibitions. Listen closely to temptation, let it serenade you. But when the sunrise wakes you in the morning, just remember, I wouldn't trade you for nothing in this world. My imaginary lover, my dream girl.